Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And today is Wednesday. You know what time it is. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Rebellious D and Trav. How you doing today?
Tonight. What do you mean today?
Tonight.
Hey, Trav, I see you over there flexing.
Hey.
Look at him.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, well, what
okay?
the Rock already said it. Hulk Hogan versus Iron Sheik is the most powerful. I don't know what word
he said it was the most influential
match in WWE history.
In WWE, yeah, because that was when Hogan won the title. And that match,
and on top of that, it was the Middle East versus America.
Versus
America.
I mean?
Oh
yeah.
Good point.
But hey, hopefully we'll see that on the Netflix. I think it's a biography where Chris Hemsworth is going to be playing Hulk Hogan,
playing the Hulkster.
Bro,
that's sick.
If they're going to get anybody to play the Iron Sheik, it has to be the guy that's on Young Rock, because like that guy, he kills it as Iron Sheik.
But then everybody does, so it's like.
Well, I thought everybody on Young Rock did a really good job at, like, especially the guy who played Macho Man. He was spot on. He was spot on, but
they were all spot on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they really were. I mean, like, there was only one episode where when Rocky Johnson was doing the flashbacks, and they showed he was wrestling Ric Flair and Roddy Piper.
I thought Ric Flair looked good.
The Ric Flair looked bad, man.
Nah.
The Roddy Piper looked good, but it's like you could tell that the guy playing Ric Flair had on the wig. I'm guessing that's the reason why it was in the snap of a finger when they showed him on screen.
But The Rock handpicked these people, okay?
He did. That's true. He did. But anyway, we're not talking about Young Rock. We're not talking about wrestling. Today, we are talking about episode 10 of Superman and Lois. Oh, Mother, Where Art Thou? And before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast in the description. Please check us out. Like, follow, subscribe.
That sounds good.
We got to get that on a shirt for D. Like, follow, subscribe. We got to get it, man. But yeah, Superman and Lois. Like, guys, every week when we do these reviews, it's like, Superman and Lois, not every week because they did go on that brief break, but every episode of Superman and Lois has been so amazing, so good.
For sure.
Oh yeah, no question.
Trav, you sent the message this morning. You said your famous word.
Hey, they hit him with that DJ Khaled, baby. Another one, man. Another one.
It's like I loved how it just jumped right into them trying to figure out where Kyle was, and then Sam Lane, they was just like, "Hey, we got him." And then they go over to the house, and Kyle, like he was acting. He was just like, "Lana, I don't know what's going on. You got to believe me." And then as soon as they came into the house, like he became.
Oh yeah, his true colors.
Superman. Yeah,
I see your true colors.
Come on, man.
And you see
this Lois, Kyle's fault.
Yeah, I guess
Lois,
this won't Kyle's fault.
Lois had that kryptonite on her.
So do y'all think that was Kyle? Was he pretending to be Kyle, or do you think that was?
Yes.
Yeah, he was pretending.
Now I'm fully convinced that he was pretending to be Kyle.
Yeah.
But before we dive in, I gotta say one thing. I gotta give two little tidbits. First off, I didn't know that the dude that played Jonathan, real name was Jordan in real life, which I found kind of funny.
No way.
Yeah, his real name's Jordan.
Sick. Okay.
And I just saw him on the Amazon original show Panic, and he killed it. He plays.
He's pretty good.
Plays a drug dealer.
Oh wow! Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Papa Clark ain't gonna like that. This is at Earth 5. Where he became a drug dealer.
Hey, but I'm excited for this man because everything. I be seeing him and he be killing it.
He does a good job, man.
I want to get into him later. You know, he's one of my. He's a
said.
little bromance there. You know, that's my guy. But we'll get into him later.
No, I will say that all of the actors and actresses on this show, they do a really good job.
Oh yeah,
it's something about Jonathan, like Trav said, that guy, he's going places, man.
I really feel like this is a launching pad for him.
It's a launching pad for all the kids that's on this show. Because even though JoJo cries a lot and whatnot,
does he ever?
He does a good job playing the role of a crybaby, and
he never has the answers either. Look, I don't want to dog the kid,
dude.
It's always Big Brother, bro. He lets his brother pave the way, and he's like, hey.
Well, I mean, but look, since we talking about Jonathan, I mean, like, look at this man when he took Sarah and JoJo to the military base, or what the setup, the camp that they had set up, and Sarah was trying to see her dad, and the soldier wasn't letting them in there. He was just like, hey, you need to let us in. And then Sam came by, and he was just like, hey, look, you need to let us in there right now. You need to stop acting like this job is more important than us. And then Sam was just like, he gave the dude the head nod and let him in. That's why it's like,
once again, Jonathan to the rescue.
Jonathan to the rescue.
Where's his cape at?
Exactly.
Since we still talking about Jonathan, man, this man, remember they was in the diner with Sarah and JoJo, he was just sitting there, and Jonathan was just like, nah, we need to tell her the truth. And he told her. Because she was sitting there dogging her mom. And one of the things, and I kind of want to, not kind of, but I am going to go back to, I can't remember what episode it was, but remember when they were in the diner and Lana, she was looking for Sarah, and when Lana came in there, Sarah, like, she was going off on her and just talking to her any type of way. And I was just like, yo, if that was my mom, she would have pulled the belt off right then and there. If that was Robert Friedman, like he is up there in that painting, he would have whipped her like Zorro. You know what I'm saying? But Jonathan was just like, hey, you ain't gonna sit here keep dogging your mom. This is what's really going on. And I love that because she was dogging her mom and her dad. And when Jonathan told her the truth, it's like her eyes opened up to, it's like, okay, like there is a bigger problem going on. And that's the same thing with JoJo as well, where it's like sometimes they don't see the bigger picture. It's like they like to lash out at their parents, but there's a bigger issue going on right now, and y'all just need to calm down. And every time Jonathan always remains cool, besides the time where he got drunk on that one episode.
Barely, bro. And he sobered up quick.
He sobered up real. He sobered up way too quick.
Man, that's his kryptonite.
That's right.
He's like, Mom, dude's about to bust me. So,
but no, guys, D, like, let's take it from the beginning, man, because there's a lot to talk about in this week's episode. How did you feel when you found out that Clark found out that Morgan Edge was his half brother, and his real name is Talroy? I'm just gonna go with Talroy. Like, how did you feel about that whole scene and his backstory on how he came to Earth first?
I thought it was interesting. I know you mentioned it. We talked just a little bit this morning about it, and you referenced the Red Sun comic. And that storyline anyways, and obviously it kind of had the Brightburn feel like you mentioned too, and it was just coming to Earth and getting two different greetings, so it was just, I thought it was well done, just like the rest of the show. And we got it all cleared up to the fact that he is actually like his half brother, I guess. So and it wasn't like he was being taken over by somebody. I don't think that's what's going on. So.
Now, to piggyback off of what you said, because I want Trav to talk about this as well. When he came to Earth, he was already a kid. He wasn't a baby like how Clark was, and I thought that was pretty interesting that he came to Earth first. I believe they came to Earth at the same time. It's just that he was already older, correct?
I thought he came first.
Okay, so he did come first. Okay, I was just making sure.
I was under the impression he was there a couple years before Clark got.
Well, the thing is, it kind of, if they did arrive at the same time, it kind of makes sense. I think that they did arrive at the same time, but he was held in captivity, whereas Clark was allowed to be free and grow.
Yeah.
So I guess it could have been either way. Even if he came first, he was still locked up.
Right.
So it didn't really same premise. But Trav, how did you?
Yeah. What was your take on it, Trav?
Yeah. Well, again, man, it just goes to different perspectives and how you grow up. You got some people that grow up, comfortable, and some people grow up in the dirt. And, he came here, he got shot at. They captured him. They put him in captivity. And how else he's supposed to feel? He ain't going to feel the same that Clark feel about people. That's just, here's the funny thing, though. That's as human nature as it gets. Coincidentally. And he hates humans, but he might as well be one.
He hates his kind.
Your boy broke away. He got that inch of, how do they say it? 2 inches of daylight.
That's right.
He started lighting them up. Then they're talking about sorry, don't do it.
Sorry, my ass.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I want to say that I did kind of get those Dragon Ball Z vibes from when Raditz had first arrived on Earth and the farmers came out there and like they shot him.
Oh yeah,
he just caught the bullet. But I mean, it was messed up seeing his origin story and seeing like how he was not haunted, but he was hunted when he was trying to run away after he killed those people, and then they experimented on him and whatnot. Now, my only thing is, and I hope that we find out more about this, but it's like, how is it that they had him on Earth and they were doing these experiments and like nobody knew about it? I'm sure that Lex Luthor probably did know about it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know if there's going to be more history on Morgan Edge, because this is a huge takeaway from how he is in the comics, kind of like how we had said on last week's review.
Yeah.
And then every media that we've seen him in, he's just always been like a top-ranking criminal. That's it.
Right, yeah.
You know?
I will say, I think it's a very good usage of a character who gets no light through.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good twist on it. It was kind of an upgrade to me. Like Morgan Edge is like here and there. So yeah, but now he's like thrust into the spotlight in a way.
Yeah.
So,
But it's also easy for us to not know in the States what's going on over there.
Because he landed in Britain, right?
Yeah, that's one of like their top
exactly.
secret government things.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
And of course, when he escapes, he's not going to be like, Britain held me captive or something. He planning his revenge party.
Oh yeah, no question. He ain't even wait.
Dang. I mean, now you know what's interesting, guys? This is very, very interesting because I've been saying this since episode 1, how Superman and Lois is kind of like the live action adaptation of My Hero Academia in a way, because when you think about it, Morgan Edge is All for One, and then Superman is All Might with One for All, and then JoJo is Midoriya, Deku. And it's like Morgan Edge, when he becomes who he is, he had to pretty much he had to start from the ground up. And just think about it. He has these superpowers. Who's going to be able to stop him? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we've seen in all of these crime dramas and movies, it's when somebody is taking over, like let's take Scarface, for example. They do whatever they want. But imagine it's like Scarface, but you have superpowers. Who's going to stop you? You know?
That's a great question. We won't have to find out because we got Superman.
That's right.
So
and hey, we ain't gonna find out next week though, because we get that flashback episode.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm digging. I like that.
Dude, I trust them. We're what? 10 episodes in? Yeah, I trust these guys.
10 episodes in. Yeah,
only five more?
Oh yeah. Now, I do want to side note real quick before we cover more of the story. How do y'all feel about what they've done with the special effects for the show so far?
I have
really good. It doesn't look like you're watching anything else on the CW. It's like whenever I watch The Flash, I look at the special effects and I'm just like, what's going on? But when I watch Superman and Lois, I'm just like, this can kind of be like a movie. Like if you was just to put everything together, it would look like you're watching a movie with how good the special effects are on this show. Trav?
Yeah, they're pretty competitive to like a Netflix stream. They're competitive to a streaming service budget.
Okay.
I'll say that. They're not movie production level.
No, it's good though. I love it.
Yeah,
I think
I
what
have
helps
no complaints on it
is because they don't, outside of the opening of episode 1 with the glacier scene.
Yeah.
It's very subtle hints of it, and I enjoy that. I think it's great usage. But continue on to the path.
I wanted to bring up what the episode title is, "Oh Mother, Where Art Thou?" and to go back to how Morgan explained how him and Clark were half brothers because his I can't remember what's the mom's name. I'm mad I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
Zora Jarrell.
Zora, yeah.
Is it Zora Jarrell?
So I don't know about Jarrell, but I know it's Zora.
Well, that's the last name, isn't it?
Jarrell is the last. No,
that's the dad's name.
No, L. L is the last
just
name.
L.
Yeah, L. Like Kal-El, Jarrell.
Yeah.
So Zora. So originally, she was with Morgan Edge's family, And then because she said something about like their DNA.
It was like arranged marriage kind of.
Yeah, something like that. But then she ended up being Jor-El and she ended up falling in love with him. And that's how Clark was born. And I love how, because Dee was talking about this earlier, where it's just like, how are they going to be able to get his mother? Because his mother was the one who created the machine to put the Kryptonians inside of other people's bodies. But Morgan Edge was using it for his own purposes. Whereas for her, she was just trying to make sure that their race still lived after everything happened. Now, Dee, I want to pass the ball to you because you had brought this up earlier about how did they know that she was going to be the one to be the next person? Like, because it's like, I can't remember. The one hole in the cheese. I can't remember if like there was something on the computer where it's like they were able to pull her spirit out. Like they selected her spirit or something, but like, I'll let you have the floor.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk, I guess, about the one hole in the entire show so far as I'm concerned, is how did they know that his mom would be the one resurrected into Lana? You know what I'm saying? It's like there was the guy that was doing it, he was just the best on earth. He wasn't, he came forward and said he wasn't like an expert, because really I thought at some point it was Morgan. This is what Morgan Edge wanted them to do, is use another vessel. Yeah. And because how did they know? You know, Trav, do you have any thoughts on this? I just thought it was kind of strange that it just happened. Like she was the last bullet in the clip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how did they know?
I'm with you on that. Those are like the little nitpick things.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Really,
and I don't
nitpick the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take it that way because the show's phenomenal. Straight up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know, how was she the next person? And
real quick, Banks.
And what was Morgan Edge's plan to do when he revived her? I mean, because of course it's like, that's his mom and everything, but it's like if she would have saw what happened, what she had agreed. I mean, obviously she wouldn't, because we see what happens when Kal-El talks with her and how she's proud of what he's become and what he's accomplished, and that he has his own family now, and she's happy to see that stuff. And it just kind of reminds me, like I said about Dragon Ball earlier, like, how do you guys think Bardock and Jean would react if they saw Goku and seeing what he's become, and like, he defeated Frieza and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those moments.
Bardock might think he's Saul. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Probably. I mean, he's a Saiyan. So too. But ask him why he laughs so much.
The old Bardock would have thought he was Saul.
Oh, we don't even know the new Bardock, because all we really saw was, hey, I need to get my son to another planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because he wanted to save his son's life doesn't mean he would really care about the rest of the humans on Earth. He might be like, they can go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was also sweet when Morgan Edge had told Leslie, go ahead and give the signal, that everybody in Smallville, like, they started running, they started flying.
Yeah, that was sweeit. Absolutely sweet.
And then when they showed that scene where it's like they were all coming to get Superman.
Yeah, you saw him popping up in the sunset. Super sweet.
Yeah, and then like he was able to power up the device that his mother created, so that way that they could turn everybody in Smallville back to normal, which is cool. But yeah, that whole scene, like, I feel like every week we always get like these powerful scenes where it's like the animation is just really, really good, and it always blows me away every time.
That jaw drops.
Yeah,
jaw drop.
Well, my jaw didn't drop on this week's episode, but I was very excited with the outcome of everything, and I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen next. Dee, what are your final thoughts on the episode?
I loved it. I'm gonna hope that, or I got a feeling that Henry Irons is gonna come in pretty soon to help Superman out. And I can't wait. I just want to see him in the updated kind of steel suit with the hammer. Can't wait for that. I think he's gonna give him. Yeah, I just think he's gonna give Morgan Edge one of those, those uppercut swings. Can't wait. That golf swing. Can't wait. Trav?
Yeah. See, again, if I'm really nitpicking, I felt like that whole thing was rushed.
You're talking about the sequence where they're chasing them?
Yeah.
I wanted to see him take
it literally lasted 2 minutes. You know what I mean? And nothing happened. It's like he just flew, they chased him, and then they were no longer infected with
their X-Kryptonite.
You know what I mean? And then that was it. So it was kind of, I felt it was like nothing.
It could have been done a little bit better.
It could have been done a little bit better.
Like
and
flesh it out more.
Why isn't Henry Irons already there?
Well, he had to go find him. So
he turned his computer off, Trav.
His whole entire thing was this war's coming. So why wouldn't he be there for the war when it starts?
Well, the war ain't over yet. First off,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because you saw Morgan. They walked up to like the catacombs, or
sure.
Whatever that was.
Why wouldn't he be there when it starts, bro?
But
if they would have put him there when it starts, then you can start developing that relationship between him and Clark.
Hey, bro, we got 5 episodes left.
Yeah. I was about to make a Black Samson reference. You know what I'm saying? If he was there when it started.
Speaking of Black,
that's all you had to say.
Well, hey, speaking of Black Lightning season 4 is on Netflix right now, Trav. So me and D. No, you ain't good. You won't watch it.
For the
just
streets.
Like watch it. You won't watch it in the name of hatred. This is for the streets.
This is for the streets.
This guy saying he good. You hear this guy, D? Like,
I hear you. We gonna
guess what? Batwoman also on Netflix. I'm good on that.
Trav, I'll take a second on that one.
Take it easy.
Oh, thank you.
Just relax. But Trav, like, did you have anything else to say on your final thoughts for the episode?
Yeah, I want to applaud the incredible acting of I don't know how to pronounce her name, like Emanuela, the chick that plays Lana. You know, the chick from Entourage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lohan.
I'll look it up real quick.
It's like Emuela or something like that. But anyway, man, she's phenomenal, dude.
Oh yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah, she's an underrated actress. Everything I've ever seen her in, she knocks it out the park.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, their whole cast for this show was, they thought deep, because the show's not just riding on Superman's cape. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Everybody's pulling this one together, and that's what I like to see out of a show.
Yeah, I haven't seen any scenes where I felt like one person carried the other one. Yeah, like everybody is holding their own weight in this show.
And then because now
I wanted to piggyback off of what Trav had said. Now, back in 2010, she ranked as the top woman on AskMen.com as the most.
I believe that because that's when she was on Entourage, so she was like a sex symbol.
Yeah, she was the most desirable woman.
Oh, I'm sure she's insanely gorgeous.
I already told D. I said D, like the actress who plays Lana.
Yeah,
she's hot. So
she's more than hot. She's drop dead fucking gorgeous. Yes. Bro.
Oh, she was also in You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's the hairstylist that she's trying to get with.
Okay. But no, all in all, like really good episode. I can't wait to see what's going to happen on next week's episode. And like I said, they keep on delivering up here.
Martha coming back next week, baby. Martha will be here.
Oh, I'll be there for it.
Hell yeah.
Is she bringing the apple pies? That's all I'm wondering.
Hey, we need Jonathan to come back. That's what we need.
Big Papa Jonathan Kent.
Hey, we could see him. They already showed the clip where he first gets the suit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That Martha made.
Who you think taught Clark that mean left hand? You know
exactly.
Papa John.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought about this week's episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What are you expecting to see on next week's episode? What are you expecting to see on the next couple of episodes that we have left for the season?
Also, if you have any thoughts on how they handpicked Superman's mother's consciousness, leave that in the comments too. I'd love to hear the theories.
Yeah.
And
take us out, Banks.
Get us out of here. D, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
That's going to be rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Thanks for listening today and watching, Trav.
And that's right. You can find me on Instagram at ZK Audio, on the Twitter at TRAVIOSZK, and of course, Spanish Superman needs some help. Where he gonna find that another hero at?
It's going to be me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at King_Benji_ Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching our review on Superman and Lois. Let us know in the comments again what you thought about this week's episode, and make sure you check out some of our other stuff that we have here on the channel. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday, and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.